Good morning, family and friends. How are you? How was your night? And how is your day going? It's a beautiful day. Our day is beautiful because we are beautiful. We are one with the day. Day and night. We are good. I welcome you to this live broadcast, as usual, where we feel free to share and spread knowledge free of charge, without fear, without faint, and without favor, doing our thing, regardless who is offended, who is upset at the truth shall prevail, and we will not give up. Speaking the truth, sharing the truth with all boldness. So I titled this, Why You Don't Need Faith. I want to show you why you don't need faith. I want to show us why we don't need faith. Faith is dangerous to your brain. Faith is belief in God or in set of doctrines belonging to any religion. It rot your brain, religion rot your brain. So faith is that belief in God you have not seen, a God you cannot see, but you believe that God exists. You don't need faith because faith is like a toxic substance. Yes, faith is a toxic substance. You don't need it. Faith is a dangerous substance. It's a poisonous substance. You don't need that faith, because faith induces delusion and hallucination, which is dangerous to your health, to your mind. You have to have a mental problem when you say you have faith. When you say you are living by faith, you have mental problem because you are trying to bend reality. You are trying to distort facts, which makes you suffering from mental disorder. Like in America here, they have what is called controlled substance. It's a high drug. It's not a drug you can buy anywhere. It's not a drug you can use anywhere. How people easily abuse themselves or abuse those drugs. Controlled substance. Faith is also a controlled substance. They use faith to control people. You don't need to be controlled. You need to live your life humanly. Controlling other people is wickedness. So faith is that substance that induces, that encourages, that influences your mind to begin to have a persistent false belief, delusion. Die hard in that belief. Despite the fact, you show them the fact, they say, no, I believe, I still believe. I still believe there is God. You present them the whole fact that, listen, there is no God Almighty anywhere. There is no God that created this world and controlling this world. No, it's not possible. There is no way you can explain that it's possible for one God, one being to create the whole world. Unless you're just talking about maybe the spot where you are standing. One God or one being can create that. But the whole world, you cannot prove the existence of that God. You cannot prove, you cannot give any logical explanation or sensible explanation that God made the world and everything in it. And the fast has been provided for that, but you still believe. I believe there is God. I believe in what my church said. I believe in what the man of God said. I believe. It's all you have. Believe. And in every belief, guess what? there must be lie. It's a must. You cannot have belief without lie, or without a lie. You cannot. There must be a lie in every belief you have. So you don't need faith in your life because it induces, it persuades you to hold on to false belief against facts, against logic. You will lose your mind, or you have lost your mind to live by faith. It's a must. That's why when your body needs food, by faith you starve your body. And you know what your body will do now? You get ulcer. And then you'll be suffering. Faith is dangerous to your brain. Faith won't let you think for yourself. That's why you must discard faith. You don't need faith. It induces delusion, making you delusional. You can't think for yourself anymore. That's why you can see anyone can come and deceive you with nonsense. They call prophecy. With nonsense, they call believe. They tell you believe it is possible. With God, all things are possible. And you say amen, you believe. How can you believe that nonsense? With God, all things are possible? If with God, all things are possible, look at your life. You won't be suffering the way you're suffering. You won't be struggling the way you're struggling. In fact, you will be in your village. Even your parents would have not been in the city. They would have been in their villages. If with God all things are possible, you won't go to school, you won't say, oh, you need any job. No, with God all things are possible. So God can provide for you everything you need without you having to work for it or for them. Faith induces delusion. Also, faith induces hallucination. Holding down false idea, false opinion as the truth. False vision, false audio. You believe they exist. You speak as if they exist in reality, while they are not. You say, yeah, I believe what I saw. It's my experience. I believe it. But in reality, it does not exist. Why are you continuing believing it? It's like you have dream in the night. Somebody kill you in the dream, but you wake up, you're alive. Why are you entertaining that dream? You don't have to. In the dream, somebody married you in the dream, but in reality, you're not married. Why are you entertaining the dream? Why? You have to lose your mind to entertain that dream. And that's how you become victim to all these false people, criminals, you call men of God. Whatever I dream come to pass, you are lying. You saw what will happen, not what you dreamed come to pass. You know what he means by whatever you dream come to pass? So you have not been dreaming good dream for yourself. That's why you are suffering then. You never see yourself rich in the dream. You never see yourself flying in the dream. Huh? You say, what everything I dream comes to pass. I laugh. No. You're supposed to understand dream. Dream deal with the past, present, and future. I'm not talking about dream like you dream to make something, you dream to achieve something. That's different. I mean the dreams, the normal dream every human being have. Dream also is a means of communication. The universe communicates to you or with you in the dream. And as I've been saying that, if you don't understand any dream you have, don't be worried about that. If it is meant good for you, it will come back. It will keep coming until you understand it. Don't worry about it. Don't go to anyone to interpret your dream. Don't do that. When you do that, you become vulnerable to them. You open the door for them to exploit you, for them to slap you to the face, for them to manipulate you, for them to use you as their slave. That's why you see many adults today serving under one criminal they call their man of God. Because he's using them, manipulating them. He can interpret their dreams. He can tell them whatever in the name of the Lord. They say amen. With God, all things are possible. With men, it's not possible. No, with men, all things are possible. With God, nothing is possible. It's men that made the things you are using today possible, not God. Yes, including the heaven and earth you're talking about. You say God created. Which God? Let God create. Let's see today. But men keep creating to show you that men created all things. You weren't there, but you are here now. Now you are here. Who is creating the things you are using? Who created the phone you have? Say God gave them brain. Fuck that God that is giving brain but cannot do anything. It's like say, oh, people give you money to buy their own properties, but you don't have property. I mean, you give people money to buy their own properties, but you yourself, you don't have property. You don't buy for yourself. Are you not stupid? That's how it is. You don't need faith. Faith is dangerous to your brain. To your brain, it makes you know. You begin to see false visions. You begin to hear false voices telling you nonsense. Something that you know in reality is ridiculous. Yet you say, I believe. Okay, go and prove it now. You say, I believe, I know what I saw. I know my experience. I have that experience. I saw that person. He appeared to me. Of course, it's called hallucination. You are hearing voices and seeing visions. Hallucination. That's why you see them seeing themselves in hellfire that does not exist. But it exists in their head, not in reality. It exists in their Bible, in their Quran, in their Torah, but not in reality. So you're supposed to know how to separate belief from reality. Belief is not real. It's not. Faith is not real. Yeah, but you say how they put it in the Bible. Say faith is the substance of things. Is it hope for, right? Substance. Of course, faith is a substance. It's a toxic substance. It induces, it releases delusion and hallucination in your brain. That's why you need to discard faith and be real for once. And faith also is evidence of ignorance and insanity. Yes, faith is evidence of ignorance. It doesn't matter how you brag. You are living by that faith. You are blind to reality. That's blind faith. It doesn't show you are intelligent. Faith does not give you any intelligence. No. Faith simply means you are still stupid. Regardless your position in the society, your level of education, you are highly respected in the community or in the society. You are a professor. Professor at law, professor at that, professor emeritus, all that bullshit. It still shows you are stupid by having faith. You have faith because you lack knowledge. Faith is evidence of ignorance. Yes. When you know, you stop believing. You won't believe. You will know. If something is real, whether that thing is invisible or visible, you will know. Not believe, you will know it. I believe in God shows you are still ignorant of what you worship. You believe, you don't know. I always watch people when they say that. You say, oh, I still believe there is God. Okay, it's believe. It's not you know. Why not try to know? Why are you stopping at believing? Because they tell you, he that believes without seeing is blessed. No. He that believes without seeing is confused. That's why I see many people confused today. Many believers confused because they believe, they don't know. And they believe without seeing. If you see, you will know. If you see, believing or believe dies. You don't need to believe. You need to know. Because knowledge is the greatest. And it is when you know the truth that you'll be free from bondage of religion, bondage of faith, bondage of lies. Because there is lie in belief. How can you be free from lie? No, knowledge. When you know they won't dupe you, when you know they won't manipulate you, when you know they won't control you, when you know they won't enslave you, they want you to be ignorant. So faith is evidence of ignorance. Also, faith is evidence of insanity, craziness, mental disorder. You have faith that God created woman out of man's rib. Can God do that? That's how you know what is true and what is not. Repeat it. Repeat it. If you can't repeat it, forget it. Prove it. Don't tell me yesterday happened and it can't happen today. That's your truth. It's not our truth. It's not nature. It's not natural. It's your figment of imagination or your one-time experience. It's not meant to be or to last. It's not real. You have to be insane to believe that a woman came out of man's rib. And you have to be insane to believe God made man from dust. Even your Bible will show you that God did not make any man from dust. When God needed to save the world, according to your Bible, to send his son, instead of God to form it as he formed the first Adam, the second Adam, God did not form the second Adam. What you believe the sin of the first Adam is upon you. And you also believe the salvation of the second Adam is upon you. But look at how you believe God made them. God made the first one from the earth. Then the second one, he has to rape a young girl, a 13-year-old girl, old Mary. God had to rape her and brought her because no human being can exist without woman's body. It is not God creating anything. It is your father and your mother having sex. That's how you came forth. But it's insanity for you to believe that woman came from man's rib. Nonsense. And some of you are looking for your missing rib. I want to marry. I'm looking for my missing rib. You gotta take one rib and make woman. Nonsense. And you believe all that bullshit. It's time you trash all that nonsense and live your life, my people. Okay? Faith is a toxic substance. It's a controlled substance. It's dangerous to your brain. It is also dangerous to your health. You see people fasting and killing themselves, waiting upon the Lord. God will do this, God will do that. You see today, Sunday, where they're supposed to relax after working Monday to Saturday and relax and enjoy their life. They get up early in the morning, get ready, they are going to church. And some of them will remain in that church till evening. Some of them will remain there, saying they are worshiping God and serving God. They are insane. Faith makes you insane. It don't make you normal. It don't make you normal human being. It makes you insane. You begin to behave like sheep, like animal. And when somebody call you animal, you get upset. But you say your God is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Your God is animal, and you are his sheep. So you are animal. Your God is animal. Jesus, animal. You, animals. So when will you wake up and come back to human being? Take your life back from God. Take your life back from Jesus. You gave your life to them by faith, not in reality. They cannot do you anything. God cannot curse you. God cannot bless you. Understand that. You are the one that can curse or bless yourself because you are God. You have the will and the ability to do that. You can decide to kill yourself now. No God will stop you. And you can decide to keep yourself alive now. No devil, no God will kill you. It is you, man, your fellow human being, who are doing all the killings in the world. You don't need faith. I'm showing you why you don't need faith. Faith is useless. Even goat is better than religious people. You see goat. Sometimes you go to the bush and cut the grass for the goat you keep in your house. The goat you are rearing in your compound. You put them. The goat select the grass is eating. The goat don't eat the grass because you cut it. He say, okay, my owner, the one that keep me here, bring this grass, I must eat all of them. No, he select them. Even the palm frond, you know that the palm leaf that goat eats, some of them you bring them, you don't like that one, no, you leave it. But you, by faith, you believe every nonsense. You read in the Bible. I made a post I shared a post, not me that made it, I shared it about virginity. You know, how the woman's hymen, not every woman have that hymen, or not every woman, their hymen remain, you know. So during their first time of sex, it's not a must. Every woman must bleed. And this stupid guy from Nigeria, I know they always come from Nigeria, most of them. That have that Christian Bible faith. So he say, hey, women and the cover up. No, even the Bible said there must be bloodstained. Who gave you the Bible? Eh? Somebody did research and it's a natural truth. It's not every woman that bleed during their first time of sex, because some of them, their hymen already wears out, and so there's nothing for you to break. Say, I'm breaking your virginity. They keep breaking women. And I love one thing some of that person said there. He says roughness. Sometimes how how we want to force our penis inside the vagina. We want to do it. The first time I break virginity, blood in my mother's kitchen. And it was Sunday. It was Sunday evening. I break that virginity. And I was very, very small at that time. I see blood. I said, what is all this? Maybe because I'm a rough guy like that. But this guy came on a post instead of him to do his own research. That's the one thing about all these faith fools. They don't pause and think. They have that persistent false belief. They don't care how that thing you are saying will benefit them and their generation. All they want, they believe this. And anything you are saying contrary of that makes you devil, makes you demon, makes them hate you. But you know what? We will not stop. We will continue. As they persist in false belief, we will persist in factual truth until the truth prevail. We are not giving up. They are wasting time. Number one, their God cannot stop us. That's obvious. Their devil cannot stop us. All their wish is just wish, empty wish. There's nothing they can do. Period. And the way they come, that's the way I come to them. You come in peace, I come in peace. You come in pieces, I come in pieces. You give me insult, I give you load of insult. Whatever you think you are, I am. And wherever you think you are in the faith, I have been there before. There's no type of faith you have today I have not practiced. All of them, whether you are a Christian, Muslim, Jew, have practiced everything that you are practicing as faith, even more than you and better than you. Better than you. Yeah, I have testimony about that. It's experience I have. I wanted to be like Jesus I read in the Bible. And I began to see Jesus in my vision. And began to hear voices. And I didn't know it was the voice of my ancestors who were calling me. I say, no, God called me. Jesus is my master now. I am a servant of Christ. I am a man of God. I'm a reverend. I'm evangelist. I'm all that bullshit that they taught us in the Bible and in religion. But you see, no slavery condition is permanent. Today I'm free. Today is Sunday. I'm just coming back from work. I went to work since yesterday. I'm just coming back this morning. I'm going to go in, take shower, and take me good sleep and get up again, go to work. Sunday, before Sunday, early morning, I start with the hymn song, worship, praise and worship song. I play it. I get ready in the morning. I go to church. I go to church with my Bible. All that nonsense. Went through all that Sunday school, the church service, and after church service nonsense. Sometimes go to some places in the name of the Lord or doing the work of God. All that bullshit, burdening myself unnecessarily. I don't do them anymore. I look fresh now. I look better now. I look better now. Look at your man of God and look at me and tell me if your man of God is better than me. I just work 16 hours and see how I look. 16 hours straight, see how I look. But look at your man of God. Except those who are already rich with your money. Of course, they are living better. They are enjoying out of your money while you are suffering, while you are hustling and struggling, while you come on Facebook defending the same God you are serving with them, the God of inequality. If that God loves all of you supposed to be rich. All of you supposed to be equal. That's what they say Jesus preached in the Bible. Matthew 23, 8-12. Read it. So all of you are brethren. If all of you are brethren, why is he your spiritual father? Why is he your spiritual teacher? All of you supposed to be brethren, having one father, having one teacher, having one everything. But it's not possible because religion is a lie. Faith is fake. And when you live by faith, you are living a fake life. It is time you wake up and enjoy your life. This life, life is so sweet. It's time you enjoy your life, okay?